This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Wednesday, January 22nd, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. The former head of the National Council on Substance Abuse isn't agreeing with those who suggest that impending layoffs in the public service will lead to an upsurge in crime. Yolande Ford, who officially parted company with the NCSA just under 2 weeks ago, insists that unemployment will not necessarily turn people into criminals.
Because the person does not have a legitimate source of income immediately at this disposal does not turn them into a criminal. In my opinion, there's a lot more that goes into a person engaging in certain behaviors. You still have to use your moral compass. And the same way that you could think about breaking into somebody's house or choking and robbing somebody, you could probably turn your hand to wash jars, bake cakes, do something, offer your services to someone who would take you on in some form or fashion.
The criminologist made it clear that she was not responding directly to Barbados Workers' Union General Secretary Sir Roy Trotman, who said last week that authorities should brace themselves for more people in the jails and psychiatric hospital. Ford's 3-year tenure at the NCSA came to an end on January 9th. When asked if there was any bad blood between her and the organization, she said no. Another trade union leader is stepping down. Dennis Clark says he'll leave the National Union of Public Workers at the end of October. There's no indication yet as to who will succeed him as NUPW General Secretary. Just last week, the BWU boss said he would be retiring in August after almost a quarter of a century in the post. Reports of piqued interest in the Barbados tourism product now that Sandals is here. General Manager Joseph Zellner says he's anticipating an increase in visitor arrivals from North America, not just in the long term, but soon in the coming months. He says he learned of the increased interest when he attended Caribbean Travel Marketplace in Jamaica last week. Zellner gave that report to the media after the Sandals Foundation presented the St. Dominic Breakfast Club with a monetary donation this evening. He says the program is just the first of many which will benefit from assistance from the Sandals Foundation.
We just want to support and give back to the community, and we're trying to do a lot of different things. Like I said, it's just the first one. We're still looking for additional charities and additional organizations to support in Barbados, which we do at every island. We are presently just selecting a school which we will adopt and where we will do a lot of educational programs and support programs.
In sports, it's the million-dollar question. Who should captain the West Indies team? And the man considered the most lethal pace bowler of his generation says it's going to be hard for selectors to come up with a good answer. Curtly Ambrose says even though Darren Sammy hasn't been doing a bad job, he's not sure who's really the best person to be given the job as Windies skipper.
Because the way the team is playing now, in my humble opinion, it doesn't matter who's going to be the captain. I don't think the results will change. But for Darren Sammy, we got to be fair. He has done a wonderful job. In the 50 overs and T20, he's always going to be a part of it. In the test setup, I honestly feel if he wasn't the captain, he wouldn't have been selected. But the question is, who do we have that can really merit a consistent play in the team? Because you can't pick a guy just to captain the team. You have to merit your play. So we got to be very careful when we're looking for a captain. This guy had to be a regular in the team.
Ambrose was speaking to Barbados Today during a courtesy call to our offices at Warrens. He represented the Windies for over a decade, taking more than 700 wickets in one-day international and tests. He's considered one of the sport's greatest bowlers. Primary school sports continues, and it was a keenly contested one today at the National Stadium, where Red House retained the championship for the West Terrace Primary School. They remained ahead of their main rivals Green House, who had to settle for second place. blue was third, and yellow fourth.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
McInerney Quality and Consolidated Finance invite you to trade in your old car for a new one. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. That's right, all trade-ins are welcomed. Any make or model we'll trade towards your new car. Plus, you get 2 years free insurance when you purchase a Kia, Mazda or Ford. And with on-the-spot financing by Consolidated Finance, you can drive away with something new. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. All trade-ins are welcome.
The Business Minute every Tuesday and Thursday on this platform. Informative, up to the minute, up-to-date news you can trust every time.
In regional news, the Bahamas government is defending a policy of fingerprinting foreign teachers. It says it's necessary to ensure that people entrusted with students don't have a criminal past. The Bahamas Union of Teachers says it's very concerned about the practice, but Education, Science and Technology Minister Jerome Fitzgerald says there will be no compromise when it comes to protecting the country's children. Internationally now, tragic news of the death of an 8-year-old boy in upstate New York as he tried to save his grandfather from a fire, and that was after saving 6 people from a burning mobile home. Tyler Duhan was staying at relatives' home when he noticed a fire in the single wide trailer. He was able to wake 6 people, including 2 children aged 4 and 6. But he didn't make it out after going back in to help his disabled grandfather. Both of them succumbed to heat and smoke. And that's been the 6 p.m. update. Join us again at 7 tomorrow morning. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris.
This news update brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.